Hello everyone, this is my first YouTube video ever, but I'm just making an end of the year reflection um, for myself. The reason why I decided to start this YouTube is just because it's winter break and I have nothing to do. That's the truth. But also too, I just hope that I can be an encouragement to other girls to be ambitious and do what they want. During this video, I will be painting my nails with this and working on my crochet project, so I may not be looking up, but I am still here. We are still here. Okay. Hi. Just inserting a little clipiana for a disclaimer. I jump around a lot when I talk. Just stay with me, okay? Just open up your mind palace and just. So this year is very challenging for me. I did a lot of things that were very different, out of my comfort zone. Also, just more about me is I am ending college soon, hopefully. No, I will. Not even hopefully. In Jesus' name, I will end college. Okay? And I have a major that I love, but I know I don't want to stick with it for the rest of my life, and I know I want to make changes. And I have an idea of what I want to do in my future, but it's not set in stone. And so that does make me very anxious at times. Okay. I do find that, especially on social media, everyone's like, oh, you don't have to have your whole life figured out and things like that. It's just comforting, but it also makes me anxious because I'm at a point where I low key have no idea what I want to do, right? But I know I don't want to do what I am currently doing for the rest of my life. Okay, that's that. Well, to start of the year, I'm gonna start on some positives. Okay. Oh my gosh, hold on, my cat. Okay, so starting with some positives for the start of the year. I feel over last year my faith has grown a lot. If you don't know, I'm Christian. I am a Christian girly. Hello. So I've grown up in a Christian household. However, I did not really believe in the Christian God, even though I grew up Christian. I wasn't really connected to it in a way, and it makes sense. I was connected to an idea of God through other people and not to God. And so my faith was not strong. And honestly, I would describe myself as agnostic. I felt like there was a creator of the universe and I felt like there was a God. But I didn't believe it was the Christian one. I officially made my faith my own and started reading the Bible and then really understanding God more, which also makes me very confused about American Christianity because how we got from the Bible to here in America makes no cussing sense. Oh, no, it actually makes sense. I lied. It makes sense. They don't read their Bibles. That's why. Okay. So, because of that, I got baptized as a child because it's tradition to get baptized as a child. Even though I wasn't really Christian, my parents were like, you want to get baptized? And, me being a 7-year-old, I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? I literally didn't even know what that meant. Okay. So, I decided to get rebaptized in the spring. Great experience. I wanted to get a ring for my right finger and a gold band that just has the date I got baptized on it engraved in it because that was my day. And all my homegirls that stuck with me, tried true, all my trying to homegirls came to baptism period. And my faith has grown so much. I've been making my faith my own, and I still am. I feel like I am in the process of unlearning and relearning the Bible and what it means to be Christian, and trying to understand the Bible more because I do really like the moral principles that they live by, and genuinely reading my Bible and praying has made my mental health a lot better. Going into college, I struggled with social anxiety so bad because I had a pretty poor high school experience, and I had teachers, especially a specific teacher who like definitely wasn't professional and should not have been teaching students, and they made my time there miserable. And I honestly can't remember, I can't think back on my time in high school and it being a positive. Okay, there were positives, but I feel like for the most part my mental health was shot that whole time. And so I finally got to do like therapy, and I was also on medication for a short period of time, but them side effects were just not for me. And so I decided to go a more holistic route, therapy, and honestly working out, going to the gym and staying active because that does help, and eating well. Um, eating health eating healthy and like getting your nutrients that you need, it does make a difference, and it does make you feel better. It's the truth. It's annoying because you do have to. I do, because I'm choosing the more holistic route. I do have to get up and show up for myself every single day, and I do wish that I wish I lived in a reality where I did not have to be so um like proactive about my mental health. Like there are some people who literally are their baseline, they are fine. Um and that's not me, unfortunately. And because I'm making the decision to not be on medication, ooh, you really have to lock in, like, and really like journal and really catch yourself when it is happening, so you don't spiral. Because the medication when I had it on was great, actually. Really, really great. Didn't feel much anything, but I had to stop, and I stopped that. So now here I am going to the gym. I did have mental health struggles this year, but honestly, truly, um, I have them bad boys every year, and that again, that is just a result of mental health is a continuous process. It's not something that you just like, oh, one day it's like, you know what I mean? Honestly, I forget what the kind of graph is, but it's like, you know, the graphs where they're still continuously going up, but there are dips in it, but the dips are not as dippy as the dip before. Period. Right. You got it. So it's giving very much mental health on the rise, but I still have dips. And that is to be expected because I live on Earth, unfortunately. So I think that it's going to be like that for the rest of my life, I fear. For the mid year, I had an externship. I'm a nursing major, by the way. Yeah, I had an externship, and it was in labor and delivery. Loved it, loved it. But I think I like being with the babies more. So we spent some times in the NICU. Like I would get to see the NICU and get them see the work, like see them working stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is TE. The NICU nurses are TE. They are. And I also love postpartum too. Postpartum was fun. It was fun. It's like med surge, but without like old men. I love young women. I do. I love women, especially black women. I be having so much fun when I'm on my little like talking to them and being able to relate to them. And then they're new moms and they have their babies and they're happy to have their babies, and like I'm like, this is amazing. And I can do education, newborn education, all this stuff I could help them with. Yeah, no, it's tea. It's tea over there in the women's health side, and that's where I want to work. Boom, period. Um, and yeah, the Lord blessed me with a wonderful preceptor too. Actually, three, because I had backups for backups because my preceptors had like vacation dates and I had specific hours. So I had backup preceptors, and they were also amazing. And I'm so thankful for that because a lot of nursing students are not that lucky. Like, bro, some of them preceptors be evil, and they should not be preceptors, but they still take it. Like, what? Anyway, another experience is that I went to Washington, D.C. For a kind of seminar, a part of a group that my college is a part of, and I went there and I learned so much about the government, and I met with like offices, the offices who do the thing or whatever, the I went to the offices of House of Representatives and the Senate. Yes, that is it. That's it, the Senate. And it made me realize, like, low key, kind of want to work on Capitol Hill. I loved it up there. Like, I was living. DC is expensive though. I was not living for them prices. Tate though. Tate Bakery. They had this little breakfast sandwich, overpriced, delicious though. Lattes, overpriced, delicious though. Um, Woo. Sorry, I'm filming on MacBook iMovie, so I don't know what that was. Also, this summer I saw Beyonce, Cowboy Carter. But whew, I need this to stop. Whatever this is, I need it to stop. Oh my gosh. But you know what? That was a fitting response for Beyonce. We'll keep it. Um, I saw Beyonce. I saw Cowboy Carter. Now, to be fair, Renaissance is my favorite. But I didn't get a chance to see it because I was broke. Ugly. I'm just kidding. Broke. And so, the end of the year, progress. School. I progressed a lot in school, and like, I feel like God has really kept me this whole year. And two, I just feel like things that are supposed to be hard, like you hear from other students, oh, this is so hard, this is that, hasn't been hard for me. I feel like God just makes my path easy. Um, and honestly, I feel like God does that because I'm dealing with enough. God was just like, okay, we're gonna give you a break. And I thank God he chose school, because the last thing I need is to be just like academically like struggling. That's the last thing I need right now. Okay? And two, I made new friendships. The Bible study group that I had met in the summer, I'm still going to. And my homegirls is there. Like, literally, those is my. And I have never been in a back to the church conversation because sorry, I speak like this. But you better believe we're in that circle. You know what I mean? But I'm here. So just follow. Back to my Bible study group. I have never been in a church space besides my home church, obviously. But it's different when you're at your home church. You're a kid. Besides my home church, I have never been in a space where genuinely people are so welcoming. They just talk to me like I was a normal person, held conversations with me. Like, nobody was weird, and just like it wasn't awkward. I felt comfortable. I made friends like this. Like, I'm so happy I clicked with this group, because I feel like my walk with Christ has also been strengthened because I'm around people who them some Bible warriors. I'm around some Bible warriors for sure. So I am very grateful. You know, iron sharpens iron. I'm very grateful for that. Really am. And I'm just also very grateful for my friends that are in my life. Like, love my friends. You know, friends come and go, and that's fine. But really, I've been locked in. I feel so comfortable with my friends. There's no issues. There's no secret animosity. It's just we all in the club. We all fam. But I just wanted to say this year was really hard for me. However, I'm very proud of myself. And you know, I have to be more comfortable saying that more often because look at me not even doing the crochet I said I was finna do. See that right there? I ain't finna start it now. I am very proud of myself. The reason why I'm so proud of myself is there were a lot of things in the year, or hard things in the year, that I could have let like break me, and I didn't. I chose to like really push through, and also too, I didn't immediately like break down and cry and let things like bring me to like tears like every single day. I decided that I was gonna thug some things out, and I did that. Like, I period I did that. Like, Because I was like, girl, you crying too much. Like, you literally, you cry way too much. Like, girl, toughen up. You know what I mean? And not to say that crying, and being sensitive is a bad thing, because I am a sensitive person. I got made fun of it when I got called a crybaby when I was in school. Um, in that school district that was evil to me, and like literally had a third grade teacher who was like mean to me for what? What is that? What is that about? Why are you mean to a third grader? Anyway, sorry, reflecting on that, like, evil, I don't know, there's something over there in that school district. Like, literally, I don't know, demons, whatever. Well, I met one of the demons in there, actually. Arch nemesis in high school, by the way. Um, um, anyway, there's nothing wrong with being sensitive, because I am sensitive, and I think being sensitive is a good thing. Because I feel like in this day and age, some people are too, like, cruel. Everything is just being cruel and not caring and blase blase. Like, it's not cool to just, like, not care about things and not allowing things to, like, hurt you and this and the third. And it's okay to be sensitive about things, but it was very toxic for me. Like, I would get to a point where I would let things, like, ruin my mood and make me feel some type of way when it really didn't have to. Like, and my mom, like, people would do and say mean things to me, and my mom was like, yes, it feels like, it makes you hurt, it hurts, and it makes you feel a certain way, but you gotta recover. Like, she would always just say, consider the source. And then that would be her basically telling me, like, they said that to you because there's something going on with them. Like, that's, like, consider the source. You don't allow people to talk about you and say things about you and you just, like, accept it. Like, consider the source, because some of these people are insecure and weird, and especially if you are a lovely ambitious lady, if you are a lovely ambitious woman who has dreams and goals, especially my black girls. I am gonna sing out that race, because my black girls, let me tell you something, people are rude to you when you don't fit in a certain, like, I'm just gonna try to make a square with my hands, and I was like, oh, I actually can't do that, because I don't know how to. So we're gonna go circle. Period. They try to put you in this bubble, and when you don't fit, when you don't fit, people try to, like, push you in there, and when you don't want to go, they start acting crazy, and all that stuff. And you know what? Let them act crazy and let them be whatever. And it may hurt your feelings, yeah, but still you rise, okay? But yeah, that is the end of my video. I thank you guys for tuning in. And if there's no one that tuned in, I did enjoy talking to myself because this was fun. This is really fun. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys again. I don't know how consistent I'm going to be on this channel, but I will try. Bye, everyone.